Hey everyone, good afternoon from Gothenburg, Sweden. Today we're at the Liseberg theme park. In this video we're going to show you all around, all the rides, all the fun stuff to do. Been here about Helix for years, really excited to get on Helix. I go by the legend, that is my wonderful girlfriend Molly. Let's go explore Liseberg. Of course we got to start the tour here at the star attraction of the park. This roller coaster is called Helix, and it is awesome. It is a big, long roller coaster built on a hillside, and it's got everything. 2 launches, a big drop out of the station into an inversion, lots of loops.
Very smooth. Very smooth.
Some really, really good airtime as well. I love this ride. Easily the best ride in the park for me. And I would go back and forth whether this is the best roller coaster in all of Sweden or not. It's very close between this and Wildfire.
It was such a long wait though.
Yeah. But man, this is a ride that's been hyped up to me for years, and it lived up to it. It was better than I thought it would be. Hanging over the edge there, that is Valkyria, which is Liseberg's newest roller coaster. Big B&M vertical drop roller coaster. The highlight for me is definitely that turn up top, because you get some amazing views up there. Liseberg's located right here in the middle of Gothenburg, and the views you get are awesome. I also like this element here towards the end of the ride. There's a big kind of slow roll that you don't normally get on roller coasters like this. Watch it there. And that was fun.
Yeah, that was neat for this type of ride.
The station for Valkyria, really neat. Big kind of Nordic temple or church. Steam coming out of these pots. That roller coaster going there, that is Liseberbanan. One of the harder ones to get pictures or video of. It is a big, long, old mine train roller coaster. It uses a lot of the terrain in the park, so it'll go hug a lot of low to the ground areas. And it's pretty fun. It's a very, very long ride.
It is a very long ride.
It's got a lot of trains, got a good capacity on it. I think we were there, we waited like 20 to 30 minutes. Fun ride, very long. I absolutely love where they put aerospin, which is their kind of, you sit in one of those things and you can flip it upside down if you're pretty good at it. They put it on the hill and then you go another about 100 feet up. One of the tallest rides here at Liseberg is Atmosfear. Right now it's known as Atmosfear VR, as you have the option of wearing some VR goggles. Not sure what kind of movie you see. This is a pretty long line. It was about 50 to 60 minutes when I walked by. This park is in the middle of Gothenburg, so you do get what I would imagine is a pretty amazing view. Let's see, I wonder how long they hold them up there before it drops. There it goes. There you can see with the drop tower, you have the option of wearing the VR goggles or not wearing the VR goggles. New for 2022 here at Liseberg is a new section of the park called Luna Park, home to 2 flat rides, the first of which being this one here, Turbo, where you ride in like a motorcycle in a sidecar. And then if I turn around, going over there is Tempus, which is a Zamperla Nebulas. These rides are super fun, and they're just wild to watch. Like, they look like they should not be a thing, but they're definitely a thing. There goes the log flume! I love that the log flume is built into the hillside. Yeah, and then it twirls around the top for a while before coming down the big drop. I enjoy a crazy looking flat ride, and Mecanica is just that. So you ride on those arms down there, and you go all the way over, and you can flip, and look at that. I don't know how upside downy it is, so maybe it's actually more fun. We're in a bit of a time crunch, so I'm not going to get to do it. I want to though, that looks really fun. Fun looking flat ride here is Jukebox. Very like 1950s America-esque. Really like how the jukebox moves. It's having a good time. Another major flat ride, this one is Loki, named after the god of mischief.
Which is a wonderful name, I think.
Yeah. I love these rides. These are some of my favorite flat rides.
I like them. I've had a bad experience on them, but they're good.
Oh man, you get really high on this one too. This is a big one. Liseberg does have a river rapids ride, which I think to me is a bit surprising. We're here in the middle of July. It is 60 degrees. So I can't imagine there's many times a year where this is a very, very popular attraction. Uppswinget is the park's S&S swings. Not the biggest one you'll ever find, but being built on the hill like that, it's some awesome views. Pretty fun here. A pair of like spinning kids drop towers. I like how the one on the left has a functioning crane on top of it. This is a very snazzy antique auto style ride. Look at those little cars.
I like how there's steering wheels on both sides, so if you have two kids,
they're not gonna fight.
Correct.
In the middle of the park, you'll find this fishing village area. There'll be a lot of restaurants over here, and this fun-looking spinning boat ride. Very pretty ride. There are some very, very pretty parts to this park. In this building here is what's called Hotel Gasten, which is their walk-through haunted house. It's really well done. It's a long haunted house. I think we're probably in there like 7 minutes or so, and it's very well done. Like some of these rooms thematically are stunning, like thematically on the level with Halloween Horror Nights. There's one room that's like a flooded, destroyed house that was awesome. There are live actors in there. It's all in Swedish, and you have to put your hands on the shoulders of the person in front of you. I don't speak Swedish, so as we're in the room where we're getting all the rules, I don't know what's going on. Some lady behind me just puts their arm on my shoulder. I'm like, oh, this is weird. And then I figured out, oh, you have to do this. But yeah, don't miss this. Seems to have one of the longer rides in the park, so probably want to use a virtual queue on this one. Excited for this one. Going to get a great view of Liseberg, as well as the city of Gothenburg here on this very large Ferris wheel. It's one of the biggest Ferris wheels I've ever seen in a theme park. And here we go around the Ferris wheel. You can see how Liseberg is definitely built on the hill. They got squeeze rides in there, like how Helix is interwoven with a couple other rides, and they just tack the station on the side of their drop tower. The drop tower actually used to be an observation tower.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and then they just went back to like, hey, we need a throw ride instead. But you can see how close together everything is. Really kind of an interesting park layout. Not the easiest one. Try to familiarize yourself with the map and then Google Maps. This big ball thing here, that is part of a science museum and animal exhibit that is not part of Liseberg. That is next door.
I just asked what that was. I had no idea.
Up on the hill, you get a very pretty section of Liseberg. This fun-looking playground, as well as a double-decker carousel. And just a very tranquil garden. Molly, I think this boat ride here might be the most adorable thing in the entire park.
It's either this or the monorail, but this is really cute.
Yeah, this is
It reminds me a lot of Legoland's boating school.
Yes, very much so. Here's the very pretty swing ride. Right at the end of the park, there is a spinning disc ride with an Asian theme. Kallerado is the park's rabbit-themed kids area. Let's go check that out.
I love that.
I love that they have the meet-and-greet characters. They're so adorable.
So cute.
This is a ride I am not too familiar with. Some sort of spinning kids Ferris wheel-y thing. That is very, very neat. In the kids area of the park, you do have this adorable spinning boat ride. That is very cute.
It's so cute.
We're now on the Happy Boat ride, and it's spinning. Well, now it's not spinning as much as I thought it was. At the beginning, it spun quite a bit. Here's a rubber ducky getting a bath. Lots of wacky machines. Now I believe in the garden.
With the rabbit thing.
Scarecrow rabbit family. Is the park's family coaster that you can see going around here. Pretty crowded though. The family coaster, 30 to 40 minute wait. In the kids area, there's an adorably themed restaurant for the park's mascot, just like the rest of the kids area. And you can get a beer. Underlandet is the park's dark ride, and to get to it, you take an elevator ride. The safety video for the dark ride is also adorable. There's the adorable looking ride vehicles. I didn't film on the Underlandet ride, but it's definitely one not to be missed. An absolutely wonderful, whimsical dark ride, animatronic versions of the rabbit icon characters at the park, and really great sets, so definitely don't miss this one back in the corner of the park. And no surprise, the dark ride exits into a gift shop where you can kind of buy anything you want with these characters on it.
And the magic wand he uses.
And the magic wand. This is a kids ride you'll see at a lot of parks, and this one is no different. Nice, happy hopping ride. I love this. They have a monorail that goes all throughout the kids area.
It's so cute.
And it looks like you have to pedal. The vehicles are awesome. It looks like a pretty long ride. All the way in the back corner of the kids area, you'll find a kid-friendly roller coaster. It goes around some trees. Very, very compact little kids roller coaster. Let's see it going around now. Coffee Copen is a traditional teacup style ride. Very colorful. Little Lots is the park's rock and tug attraction. But I love its setting as it's like got its own little lake. These are very cute little kids bumper cars. Look how cool they are. This little fighter plane style ride is unfortunately not worth functioning today. The kids playground area is kind of neat, like built on this giant cartoony hill. And right nearby that is a ride called, I think it's Cyclonin, which is a kids ride where the more you pedal, the higher up you're gonna go. Max Burger is a popular Swedish fast food chain, sort of like a McDonald's or something like that, and they have one in the park. Interesting for the park to have, definitely feels a bit older. It's like an old-timey glass house maze. This building it's in seems pretty old. Like many other parks in Europe, they'll have a lot of midway games. The most popular being this big giant Wheel of Fortune style thing where you can win giant boxes of candy. And throughout the park there's a lot of them with all different types of candy. One food item we haven't gotten here in Sweden yet that I wanted to try is waffles. And they have a wafflery at the park.
And I love their machine.
Yeah, it's fascinating. For about $4 to $5 American dollars, we got waffles with raspberry and whipped cream. As a big dork, it's kind of fun taking the escalator ride up towards Helix and Atmosphere as you go past pictures of all sorts of rides that are no longer at Liseberg but used to be here. And as a big dork, got to take a look at some of the merchandise for Helix. Cell phone covers, a couple of t-shirts. This is the adult t-shirt. Unfortunately, I don't love it. I kind of like that one, but that's only for children. Helix hats, water bottles, Helix headphones, a magnet. The kind of the tote bags are nice. This one I like. It's like an iPad cover with the Helix logo on it. The park does have a lovely creek running down the middle of it. One bummer about our visit to Liseberg is that Balder, the park's wooden roller coaster, It is closed. It's closed for most of the year for retracking, if not all year. It's an Intamin wood coaster, so you're probably going to get some really good airtime on it. A lot of these rides have needed maintenance the past couple of years, and Baldur's no exception. Ah, man, I like this game. Baldur Race It. So normally you see games like this with little horses. This one, it's a roller coaster that moves. That is fun. That is very fun. For lunch, we're going to be dining at Spook Bar in Gasten, which is some sort of like haunted themed pub, I think. The dining room here in the spooky restaurant, it is really top-notch themed stuff. Absolutely love it. They do a bar, a bunch of beers on draft. I'll give you a quick look at the draft list. Big beer on draft. Run you around $8 to $10. Well, they also got some shots. That's fun. And then just look at the random stuff behind the bar. But yeah, these dining rooms are so cool. Which would make sense as this is in the same building as their haunted house, which was very, very well done, especially on the scenic and the thematic. But the dining room attached to it would be also very cool. I also recommend eating here. It's a sit-down restaurant, but some of the lines for food in this park were just completely, I mean, probably 40 minutes long, maybe more. Of course, got to show you what we've ordered. Molly got a nice cider. I got a beer. Your chicken club sandwich looks really good.
It does.
And I'm not sure what chili cheese nuggets are, but I'm gonna find out. I wasn't very hungry. In the main gift shop located in the middle of the park, you get some cool stuff. Like giant trays with kind of the map of the park. The same in coffee mug form.
That was
Yeah, that's very me. Molly, what do you think of Liseberg's candy store?
It reminds me a lot of like Harry Potter.
It does.
Very Harry Potter-ish.
Now, something very important on your trip to Liseberg. Right now they're doing virtual queue. And you can wait in regular lines, or you could use a free virtual queue system. And it's all done through the Liseberg app. Make sure you download that and that you get an account. For 99.9% of the people, this won't be an issue and it works fine. We are visiting from a different country where we don't have cell phone service.
Right.
The Liseberg Wi-Fi is horrible. We've only gotten into work in like 2 areas of the park. One being in front of whatever restaurant this is, right near the front, and the other being up on top of the hill by Helix and Atmosphere.
I got it to work by the haunted house, but it was very spotty there, and you never got it to work there.
No, so just be aware if you're coming from a different country with that, it's very challenging.
And you have to be inside the park. Though queue opens up at 9:30, you have to be inside the park. So.
And there's no Wi-Fi near the entrance. Yeah. So it's a system that works well, just not well for us. It is always fun to see parks expanding. And here at Liseberg, big one coming in 2024 with an indoor water park. A very pretty looking indoor water park. Like that looks like
gorgeous.
That looks like it's gonna be a ton of fun. But the indoor water park is not the only thing coming. And something that looks almost done, opening up next year in 2023, is the Grand Curiosa Hotel, gonna be their official hotel.
Look at that slide.
This looks like a fun hotel. Is there gonna be like a carousel in the hotel?
I think so.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun place. And that'll do it for a time at Liseberg. This is a cool theme park. I really enjoyed it.
I did too. I felt like it was a theme park with a lot of character. You have of course, your character. You have your themed areas, and just the building into the train and the way that they did the themes of the rides. I liked it.
And they had so many rides. I would say for roller coaster fans, this might not be the best park. Like there were 3 adult roller coasters operating during our visit. So if you're booking to come up here just for roller coasters, you might be disappointed, but then again, you might not, because Helix is really, really, really good.
It is. Now, with the virtual queue, I think it was hard to get big parties on, especially later in the day. We actually split up. We got a virtual queue for 1 and 1.
Yes,
we rode about 40 minutes apart.
Yep.
So be prepared for that.
Yeah, this park, we only had 6 hours at this park, so we have to hop on a plane to get to Vienna. But it's a park that's open really long hours, and that's cool. Like this park opened at 10 a.m. today, stays open until 11 p.m. The sun never goes down here in Sweden, so
Not in the summertime.
No, like if you wanted that night ride on Helix, you are not getting it in July.
Now, we did do also aerospin. Be forewarned.
Whew, that was
You rock with the wind.
It was
Even
a
if you don't want to.
windy day, a little bit of rain, but man, that thing, whew, it was scarier than I thought it would be.
But I enjoyed the park.
Oh yeah, and I like their theme stuff too. The Rabbit Dark Ride was just absolutely adorable and very well done. Same with the Haunted House. Like their thematic stuff was really good. All right, that'll do it for our thoughts on Liseberg, as we have to go and hop in an Uber to an airplane. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below.